Hi, welcome to this tutorial in which we are going to make this candy corn. It has the perfect size for a keychain. Before we start, remember to subscribe. This is the only way you can get notifications every time I upload a new tutorial. Also, if you make it, you can tag me on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me as Creando Con Musa. Please remember the best way to support me is by sharing the link to this video. Now let's see the list of materials. Remember, you can change the materials and use whatever you have. Just consider that doing this, some things might change, like the size, for example. Now we are ready to start. The written pattern is also in my Instagram and Facebook page if you need it. We are going to start with a magic ring. On this magic ring, we are going to make 8 single crochet. That is the first one. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we pull the thread from the beginning to close the magic ring. This was the first round. Now for the second round we are going to make 8 increases. That means we are going to make 2 single crochet on each one of the stitches from the previous round. So we go to the first one of the stitches to make the first single crochet. And now we are going to go back again to the same stitch and make a second single crochet in there. We have finished our first increase. Let's go to the second one. Go to the next stitch and make the first single crochet. Go back to the same stitch and make a second single crochet. This is my second increase. Let's go to the number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the number 8. We have finished the second round and it has a total of 16 stitches. The next round, number 3, is a little bit tricky. On this one we are going to make the legs, so let's do it step by step. We start making 1 increase and 1 single crochet and repeat that process 3 times. Let's do it. Make 2 single crochet on the first stitch to make my first increase. This is it. Now we are going to make on the next stitch 1 single crochet. And this was my first repetition. Let's do 2 more of this. Start the second repetition with 1 increase. And now 1 single crochet. That's it. Now the third repetition, 1 increase and 1 single crochet. The next step is to make our legs. I don't usually use markers and these are optional, but you can use them anytime you need them. I'm gonna use some markers here so you can see better the stitches to make the next round easier. I'm going to place the first marker on the last stitch we just made. Now we are going to make the first one of the legs. We start making 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3. Now we are going to skip the first one of the chains, this one, and start on the next one, but we are going to use the back side of the chains. Like this. So the front side is going to look like that. Now we are going to make on this place 1 single crochet, and we will have 1 chain left to work. On this one we are going to make 1 slip stitch, and this was our leg. To secure the leg and avoid gaps, we are going to make 1 slip stitch on the front loop of the last stitch we had made. This one. Make 1 slip stitch, and we have finished the process for the first leg. Now we'll keep going on the original circle. We are going to make 1 increase and 1 single crochet 2 times. So we go to the next stitch and make the first increase, Now in this moment I'm going to place a marker on the first one of the stitches for this increase. Remember, this is optional, but if you are a beginner, this is going to be really helpful for you to find the stitches on the next round. On the next round we are going to avoid the leg, so by using these marks we know perfectly where the stitches are. Let's keep going. We just made the first increase, and now the next is to make 1 single crochet. This is the first repetition. Let's go for the second one. 1 increase and 1 single crochet. Now we are going to make the second leg. Once again, I'm placing a marker on the last stitch I have made. And now we will make the same process we just did on the other leg. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now skip 1 chain and start on the second one. And remember, we are going through the back of the chains. This is the first one, and we start on the second one. Make there 1 single crochet. And now on the next chain we are going to make 1 slip stitch. The next step is to avoid gaps. We are going through the front loop of the last stitch we had made and make 1 slip stitch. And with that we have finished our second leg. Now we are going back to work on the original circle. we are going to make once again 1 increase and 1 single crochet 3 times. So this is going to be the first increase. And before we keep going, I'm going to place a marker on the first one of the stitches from this increase. Here. Now to finish the first repetition, we are going to make 1 single crochet. Remember, we'll make 3 repetitions, so let's go for the second one. 1 increase, and 1 single crochet. Now the last repetition, 1 increase, and 1 single crochet. On this round we are going to have 24 stitches. We obviously are not counting the legs. On the round number 4 we are going to make 24 single crochet. That means we are going to make 1 single crochet on each one of the stitches from the previous round. This time we are going to work on the back loop only of the top of the stitches. Let's see how we'll do it. We usually work grabbing both threads from the top of the stitches, just like this. This time we are going to work grabbing only the back loop of these stitches, just like this, and this is how we are going to work this whole round, grabbing only the back loop. That was the first single crochet, and now the second one, number 3, 4, 5, 6. You can already see how the front loops are making a line. This will mark the bottom of the candy corn. Now let's keep going. Number 7, 8, and the number 9 is the one we have a marker on. As you can see, it is before the leg. So I'm grabbing once again the back loop of this stitch, just the same way we had been doing. For the number 10, we are going on the next one of the markers. Like I said before, we are going to avoid the leg. Just make sure it stays on the front side. So this is my single crochet number 10. The next one is the number 11, 12, 13, 14, and the number 15 is the one with a marker on it. Once again, just the back loop. Make sure the leg is on the front. And now we are going to the number 16, is the one on the marker green. Remember, make sure the leg is on the front side, and grab the back loop of the stitch with the green marker on it. Now let's go for the 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and the last one, the 24. As you can see, this was a little bit tricky, but not impossible. We can already take off all the markers, and as you can see, the legs are showing up. Now on the next round, the number 5, we are going to make the arms. On this round we are going to make also 24 single crochet. That means we are going to make 1 single crochet above each one of the stitches of the previous round. The only difference is that we are going to add the arms. The arms are made the same way we did our legs. Start with 8 single crochet. This time we are going to work the regular way, grabbing both of the threads of the top of the stitches. This is the first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and the number 8. Now we are going to make the first one of the arms. First I'm going to place a marker. Now we'll make the arm. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Skip the first one of the chains and start on the second one in the back side. Make there 1 single crochet and the next one 1 slip stitch, and now 1 slip stitch on the front loop of the last stitch we had made. That's it. Now we are going to make 8 single crochet. This is the first one, and after I've made it, I'm going to place a marker on it. Now the single crochet number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. On this one I'm placing a marker too. And now we make the second arm. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 single crochet on the second of the chains, and 1 slip stitch on the last chain. Now 1 slip stitch on the front loop of the last stitch, and we keep going. We are going to make 8 single crochet once again. This is the first one. Place a marker, now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. We have finished our round number 5. On the round number 6 we are going to make 24 single crochet. That means we are going to make 1 single crochet above each one of the stitches from the previous round. So we are going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and the number 8 is the one with a marker on it. That's it. We can take off the marker already. So this is the stitch number 8. Make sure the arm is on the front. And now let's go for the number 9. It's the one with a green marker on it. Take off the marker, make sure the arm is on the front side, and make the stitch number 9. Now number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and number 16 is the one with an orange marker on it. Take off the marker, put the arm on the front side, and now go to the number 17. Is the one with a green marker on it. Now the 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. We have finished our round number 6. After this round we are going to change the color. We are going to use now the orange. But you can see we have already shaped the arms and the legs. To make the change of color, I'm going back to the stitch number 23. Now we are on the stitch number 23. We start the number 24 the regular way, but we are going to close our single crochet with the next color, like this. This is the stitch number 24 from the round number 6, but we have already prepared the next color to work with. On round number 7 we are going to make 24 single crochet. That means we are going to make 1 single crochet on each one of the stitches from the previous round. On the first couple of stitches we are going to hide the threads from the change of color. This is my first single crochet, 2, 3, and we can already cut the yellow thread. Now we can keep working without grabbing the yarn from the change of color. This is the stitch number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. Now on the next round, the number 8, we are going to make 1 decrease and 6 single crochet. We are going to repeat this process 3 times. At the end of the round we are going to have 21 stitches. So we start with a decrease. To make a decrease, we grab the front loop of the next stitch like this and the front loop of the next stitch like this also. Now we make 1 single crochet in the regular way. This is the first decrease. Now we are going to make 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We have finished the first repetition. Let's go for the next one. 1 decrease and 6 single crochet. Now the repetition number 3. 1 decrease and 6 single crochet. We have finished round number 8. On the round number 9 we are going to make 21 single crochet. That means we are going to make 1 single crochet on each one of the stitches from the previous round. I have already finished round number 9. On this moment I'm going to place the eyes. These eyes are so small that if you don't have any of this size, you can also embroider them. Just make a French knot with black thread and that will work. We are going to place the eyes 1 round above the change of color. This is where the color changes and we are going to place the eyes on the next round. it is going to look like this. We can count 4 stitches between them. This eye counts like the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, and in the number 4 is the other one. We are going to secure them. As you can see, these eyes are so small that I don't have a washer for them. So what I'm going to do to secure them is to melt the back of them like this, and then flatten it with the same lighter. Now we are ready to keep working. On the round number 10 we are going to make 1 decrease and 5 single crochet. We are going to repeat this 3 times. At the end of the round we will have 18 stitches. So we start with 1 decrease, and now 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is the first repetition. Let's go for the second one. 1 decrease and 5 single crochet. The second repetition is done. We are going to make now the third repetition. 1 decrease and 5 single crochet. On the next round we are going to work with white yarn, so before we make the last of the stitches we are going to make the change of color. So I'm going to start the last single crochet the regular way, but I'm not going to close it. I'm grabbing my white yarn and close the stitch with that one. Now we are ready to start the round number 11. On this one we are going to make 18 single crochet. That means we are going to make 1 single crochet on each one of the stitches from the previous round. On the first couple of stitches I'm going to hide the threads from the change of color. This is the first one, the second one, the number 3, and here I can cut the color orange. Put back the threads and keep working. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and the last one, the number 18. Here I'm going to start stuffing. Remember, you can do it anytime you want. Now on the round number 12 we are going to make 1 decrease and 4 single crochet and repeat this process 3 times. At the end of the round we are going to have 15 stitches. So this is the first decrease, and now 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the first repetition. Let's go for the second one. 1 decrease and 4 single crochet. This is the second repetition. Let's go for the third one. 1 decrease and 4 single crochet. Now for the round number 13 we are going to make 1 decrease and 3 single crochet. Repeat this process 3 times. At the end of the round we are going to have 12 stitches. Let's do it. 1 decrease and 3 single crochet. 1, and 3. Now the second repetition, 1 decrease, 3 single crochet, and the third repetition, 1 decrease and 3 single crochet. On the round number 14 we are going to make 1 decrease and 2 single crochet. Repeat this process 3 times, and at the end of the round we are going to have 9 single crochet. Let's do it. 1 decrease, 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. This is the first repetition. Let's go for the second one. 1 decrease and 2 single crochet, 1, 2. The last repetition, 1 decrease and 2 single crochet. For the next round, the number 15, we are going to make 1 decrease and 1 single crochet and repeat this process 3 times. At the end of the round we are going to have 6 stitches. The round number 15 is going to be the last one. After that we are going to close our candy corn. So before doing it, this is the last chance to stuff it completely. I think that's enough stuffing. So let's do now the round number 15. Like I said before, 1 decrease, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, 1 single crochet, and the last repetition, 1 decrease and 1 single crochet. Now we are going to cut the yarn, leaving a tail. To close the hole on the top, we are going to pass our thread through the front loop of the last stitches. Just like this. Go through the front loop of all the 6 stitches, pulling the yarn like this. Once we have passed the 6 stitches, we are going to pull the thread, and this is going to close the hole. Now we are going to grab a needle and with this we are going to hide the thread. Once you finish, just cut the thread. Now we are going to embroider them out. For this I'm using one strand from the same yarn, but in black color. First we are going through any of the stitches. Just make sure you go through the hole and do not grab any yarn. Now we are coming out a little bit under the eyes. Pull a thread but leave a little tail to hide later. Now go to the other side, and next we are going in the middle of these stitches but one line under, like this. We are going to make a smile. If you want your smile to look like a curve, don't pull too hard. Otherwise, it might end up looking like a pointy shape. Now secure the thread in there, going through the same stitch but under the smile. And now come out on the same stitch it all started. Remember, make sure not to grab any yarn. The mouth is ready, and all we have to do now is hide the thread from the embroider. For this, we are going to make a knot between these both threads we have. Once it's done, we are going to cut the threads to make them even. And now with a needle, go through the hole the threads are coming from. Go out through any of the stitches and pull the yarn. Pull enough just to hide the knot, like this. Now cut the yarn. And that's it. Now I'm going to put a little bit of blush on the cheeks. And after that, the candy corn is going to be ready. You can also put a ring on the top of it to make it a keychain. Once again, if you want the written pattern, you can find it on my Facebook and Instagram page. If this tutorial was helpful, you can click the like button right now. And remember, the best way to support me is to share the link to this video. I know it's hard sometimes, but if you can also support me making donations. Just go to my Buy Me a Coffee page. The link is on the description. If you make it, please tag me on your post. I love seeing your creations. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching once again. See you on the next one.